Hello again, it's Glenn speaking. In the last video I showed you how we can easily and very quickly install WordPress using the cPanel. In this video I'm going to show you how we can configure the WordPress settings so that we get rid of the default values. For example, over here on the right hand side we have just another WordPress site, so I'd like to change that to something more useful and also something that might help with search engine optimization. And the other thing I'd like to do to help with search engine optimization is to actually change the way that the links are displayed. So if I was to put a pointer over the link to the only post in this blog, you'll see that we've got com-learning-center.website business blog, and then we have P equals 50. So what I'd like to do is to actually change the P equals 50 to the actual title of this page, which in this case it's brainstorming to start a small business, questions to answer. So in order to do that we need to log into our control panel, and I'm going to come down to settings and general. And here underneath the tagline you can see we've got just another WordPress site, so I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to pause the video here while I type the actual tagline. Okay, welcome back. We now have where the tagline was just another WordPress site. I've now got get the latest business news and articles, so I'm going to scroll down the page and hit save changes. Now the other thing I want to do is to change the way that the URLs are displayed. So I want to get rid of the P equals 50 and actually have the title of the post there instead. So we're going to come down to permalinks. I'm going to click on that, and at the moment the default setting is plain, where you've got the question mark P equals and then a number. It's got 1, 2, 3 here, but the number varies depending on how many posts etc you've made. So I'm going to come down to where it says post name. So this is what it will look like as an example on the screen. So I'm going to click on post name and I'm going to hit save changes. Now often you will find that the changes aren't implemented immediately, so if I go to Glenn's Awesome Business blog and refresh that, it still says just another WordPress site, and if I was to put my pointer over the title you'll see it still says P equals 50. Now the way around that is sometimes these take a few minutes to filter through, so what I'm going to do is go back to the actual control panel and click on posts, all posts, and then the workaround I've got is if you click on quick edit and then update. Now this has only happened in fairly recent WordPress history. It's been much quicker than this. So if I now come back to the blog and hit the refresh button, you'll see that now the tagline has been implemented. If I put my pointer over the title, you'll see now that it's changed so it reflects the title of the post. Now I would like to actually make a further change to the permalink settings, so that will be a very basic, very simple one to set up. If I come over here, I would like to actually have the categories in front of the actual title of the post in the URL. So how do we do that? Well, it's very easy. We come down to settings, permalink, and we're going to make a change here. So what I need to do is put a /% category and then another %. And you know, it would help if I could actually spell. There you go. So now we have /% category %. Okay, that's the change we've made. So let's now scroll down here, I'll save the changes, Go back to posts, quick edit, and then update. I don't know what has to do that, but now when we come over to the blog and hit refresh, we should see that the URL is now changed. So I'm going to put the pointer over the title, and yes, if you look in the lower left hand corner, you'll see that it now says business blog / small business / brainstorming a small business questions to ask. So if I click on that now, you'll see that the URL is now reflected in the title bar up here. So that is much better for search engine optimization. Now, one last thing about permalinks, let's go into the permalinks area, is if you want more information, in the permalink settings you've got a number of tags that are available, which when you click and it takes you to this website. Oh, let me scroll to the top, which is part of the WordPress.org website, and it's got a lot more information about permalinks. So if you do want something that is not standard, or you want to actually have a completely different way of doing things, you'll find considerable amount of detail here. So that's it for this video. In the next few videos we'll be setting up themes and setting up the essential plugins that we need to make slobs work. So I'll see you then.